My name's Sam Utzinger. I go to NAU here. I'm a math major. And I think I'm going to talk about my sports career. I've done a bunch of sports throughout my life, and it goes back pretty far, and I've had some pretty interesting experiences during it. So chronologically for my sports career, it dates really far back. My PE coach during elementary school was really influential to me, and he had a baseball team outside of school. So I joined his baseball teams, and I did baseball for about 2-3 years. I was catcher on the team, and I was an outfielder. And I had a lot of fun doing that. It was competitions on the weekends, and doing a bunch of fun things like that. During the summer, my mom made me do swim team for about 8-9 years. And when I went to middle school, I started getting into like fitness, and I really wanted to get like stronger, and so I started doing boxing. And I remember even in middle school, I was significantly stronger than some of the other kids in class, and I worked out a lot. I did boxing. I think I did it for about only like a year and a half, and I never got into sparring, just as head injuries are a prevalent thing in boxing, and I never wanted to get into that when I was too young. And then in high school, I came to high school, and I was talking to one of my sister's friends, and he was on the wrestling team. I joined wrestling for 3 years. My second year on the team, I was varsity for 145, for the 145 weight class. I never went to states for that, but I did really well in it, and I was getting very good. It was a lot to do though, and it was a lot of pressure and soreness that I had to go through. And so I started joining cross country as like a outside of the season thing to do. And then after I did some cross country, my coach talked to me about track, and so I transitioned to track, and I did track for the last 3 years of my high school career, which was intermittently interrupted by like COVID and having to deal with everything through that. So there were practices that were canceled because of COVID. I didn't have half of my junior year to do practice, but I started doing pole vault on the team, and I got really, really into pole vault. I joined a club outside of it. I was doing it about 4 times a week, with one day where I was doing hurdles on the track at the Tucson High track team. And during my senior year, I really got into pole vault. I wanted to do something amazing, so I decided that I was going to go to states, and I was trying, and I had a goal to get to 14 feet 6 inches as a jump. And by the end of the year, I went to states, got 3rd place in D1. I was best in Tucson, and I jumped 15 feet at the end of practice. It wasn't in competition, but I jumped 15 feet at practice, and I was over the moon. I was ecstatic. Sadly, I came to NAU, and I wasn't able to continue my track career. Just they don't have a pole vault team here. It's a very expensive sport, and I would have loved to do it, but I'm doing a lot of biking. I'm outside a lot. I hike with a bunch of my friends. Me and my friend Adam, we've gone on backpacking trips a ton, and the outdoors is just amazing here, and I think I'm getting my fitness and fresh air in through experiencing the outdoors.